So apparently there are levels to wealth, not just rich and poor, but like 17 different flavors of financial anxiety. Today we're casually explaining the levels of wealth, from can't afford to think about money to can afford to never think about money. Spoiler, most of us are stuck at thinking about it constantly. Welcome to the middle. Let's break it down. Level. Worcester broke this. So checking your bank balance feels like opening a horror movie broke. You're not budgeting, you're surviving. Every purchase requires a strategy meeting with yourself. Can I afford this 3 coffee? Opens banking app, closes banking app. I'll just smell someone else's. You know your balance to the cent, not because you're responsible, but because you have to be. You're doing financial gymnastics worthy of the Olympics. If I buy groceries Tuesday instead of Monday, the paycheck lands Wednesday, which means I can avoid overdraft. Unless that pending charge from last week goes through. You don't live paycheck to paycheck. You live notification to notification. Treating yourself means buying name brand cereal and feeling guilty about it for 3 days. Your credit score? Schrodinger's number. It both exists and doesn't. Level 2, technically employed poverty. You have a job now. Congratulations. You're still broke, just busier about it. You make $45,000 a year, which sounds great until you realize rent alone costs $1,800. After taxes, you can afford vibes. You've mastered the art of saying maybe next month to yourself. New shoes? Maybe next month. Car repair? Maybe next month. Savings? Absolutely next month. Narrator. It was never next month. Meal prep is now a survival tactic. Sunday, rotisserie chicken dinner. Monday, chicken sandwich. Tuesday, chicken salad. Wednesday, chicken sadness. You can't afford to be sick. Not just because of medical bills, but because missing work means missing rent. Sick days are for the rich. Level 3. The illusion of stability. Congrats. You're middle class. You can pay rent and go out to dinner without crying. You even have a savings account with actual money in it, like Sun 200, which feels amazing, until your car battery dies. You're one emergency away from financial ruin, but at least you can afford appetizers now. Progress, you've got a retirement account with $8,000 in it. You're 34. According to the internet, you should have $150,000 by now. So you'll be working until you die. Nice. You also have subscriptions you forgot exist. $9.99 here, $12.99 there. You could cancel them, but then you'd lose access to your favorite comfort show you haven't watched since 2021. Middle class is just poor people with good credit. Level 4, comfortable but paranoid 6 figures. You did it. You're finally rich, until you realize everyone else making 6 figures says the same thing. Why am I still broke? You can afford nice things now, but every purchase feels like a moral test. Should I buy this $40 shirt? You make $120,000 a year. It feels expensive. You have rich person guilt with poor person habits. You want the nice thing, but you also rehearse your justifications for it in case someone asks. You've learned that more money doesn't fix anxiety, it just upgrades it. You're no longer worried about rent. Now it's property taxes and interest rates. You have a financial advisor who tells you to save more. Revolutionary advice. Thanks, Greg. Your parents are proud. You're exhausted. The system is working as intended. Level 5. Actually wealthy. Now you've made it. You're wealthy. Not billionaire rich, but like 2 commas in your net worth rich. You don't check restaurant prices anymore. You order vibes. You can even pay for friends without doing mental math. That's how you know. You bought an $800 coffee machine. You used it twice. You don't care. Vacations require a passport now. Domestic trips? Too pedestrian. You've been to Italy twice. You're thinking Japan next. You own property, plural, which means you're someone's landlord now. You feel a little bad about that, but not enough to lower rent. Your problems sound fake. Capital gains tax again. Everyone below. Level 4 hates you now. Level 6. Rich enough to be weird. This is the I collect vintage typewriters and fountain pens level. You could retire at 50, but you won't. Your identity depends on being busy. You have a guy for everything. A car guy, a watch guy, a wine guy, a guy who just knows guys. You give $10,000 to charity, which is generous and a tax write-off. Dual purpose giving. Your kids will never understand struggle, which bothers you, but not enough to cancel their trust fund. You're stressed now? Deciding which luxury problem to complain about first. Level 7. Rich. This is we summer in the Hamptons money. If your wealth has verbs, you're rich. You have homes you've never seen and a boat you've been on twice. Your assistant knows more about your life than you do. You don't fly commercial unless you absolutely have to. Not because you have a private jet, but because first class feels crowded. Your problems are unrelatable. The private chef keeps buying the wrong kind of truffle. Must be tough. You donate to politicians, not because you care, but because you know them personally. You've transcended money problems. Now you just have people problems. Specifically, too many of them. Level 8. Obscenely wealthy. This is generational money. You didn't earn it. Someone else did, probably through morally gray means. You've never seen a price tag. You genuinely don't know what gas costs. You think middle class means $400K a year. Your name is on buildings you didn't build. Your legacy is made of limestone and tax loopholes. Reality is optional now. Level 9, billionaire. Now you're not a person, you're a corporation. You could lose $100 million and not notice. You own companies, media, and probably a politician or two. You think you're a genius. You're actually just lucky with leverage. But everyone agrees with you because you pay their salaries. You're building a bunker in New Zealand, just in case. Spoiler. No one wants to rebuild society with you. You think buying Twitter was a good idea. It wasn't. Level 10. Theoretical wealthy. You have so much money it's meaningless. You're a dragon sitting on gold you'll never spend. You could end world hunger, but you're building a rocket instead. Your philanthropy is just PR with better lighting. You're not competing for survival anymore. You're competing for who has the shinier yacht. Congratulations. You won capitalism. Nobody else did. Conclusion, so there you have it. The levels of wealth. From water is a luxury to earth is for poor people. The truth? Money doesn't make you happy. It just makes you a different kind of stressed. Level 1, survival stress. Level 5, lifestyle stress. Level 10, reputation stress. The only people not stressed about money are the ones who accepted they'll never have enough. They're also broke, but strangely at peace. Because here's the secret. The level that's enough is always one step above where you are. That's the scam. We're all on the same treadmill, just at different speeds. Anyway, like the video before the algorithm repossesses my rent. And remember, money can't buy happiness, but poverty can't buy anything. So, pick your poison. Good night.